Everybody, oh blimey, follow that, eh? Yeah, firstly, just thanks for everybody turning up. Naz, thanks for giving us a chance to raise money for Mental Health Aberdeen. Well done, the Mental Health students. So, obviously, I've never done this before. It's a bit of a bucket list, and if it all goes wrong, all I'm going to do is change the B to an F. It's funny, I'm going to remember everything. So I also work in procurement. It really is boring. John's absolutely right. It really is boring. And negotiated a contract today, and I had to call a break. And I had to call a break because I was practicing. And then I came back and I said, I've got to tell you this joke. Couldn't tell you anybody, and I'll leave it till tonight. But procurement is not that funny. So anyway, so I've had to keep notes because I'm aware that I'll just lose my way. So please bear with me. So Naz set me off on the right start this evening because when I come in, he said, Steve, don't worry. There's also 3 real comedians on with you. Thanks a lot, man. So I thought I'd check. So I checked with my, well, you met my family, obviously. So I asked them and I said, is there anything I should be doing or I shouldn't be doing? Bearing in mind I was born in the 60s and grew up in the 70s. And it was like, we don't want anything racist, don't want anything political, don't want anything non-PC. So I'm like, well, that's most of my growing up. What am I going to tell you about? So I make some stuff up. So I've got a mate, Twix, and I thought I'd seek advice from Twix. Now he's called Twix because he's a miserable fucker. He's really miserable, and we call him Twix because no matter what you do, he just goes, I'm not doing that. Twix. So I said to Twix, what's this like diversity and inclusion? So Twix, being the man that he is, he just said, it's our pesh. Okay, but surely we've got to understand diversity and people are different. And he said to me, there's 5 types of people in the world and they should all be treated equal. LQMWA. Loons, quines, mannies, wifies, everybody else. So I'm not as young as I used to be. Obviously, because we all get old. I don't know why I went up with that one. So I'm hitting a big birthday soon. My wife was at primary school when we met. So I spoke to my mate Davey.
That's false.
That's very, very wrong. That's very, very wrong.
Let's not put on that.
We met in London when she was a primary school teacher. My lawyer. So I spoke to my mate Davey, and I said, Davey, like, I'm knocking on a bit, and he said, Steve, just to let you know, sex at 60 is magic. That's all right for Davey. He lives at number 60. I live So I grew up, I left school in 1979 and I got a mechanic apprenticeship, and I grew up in an area, in a time where your parents, didn't matter what you wanted to do, you had to get a trade. If you can get a trade, you can do anything. So I thought, okay. So I got an apprenticeship with REME, Royal Electrical Mechanical Engineers. And I remember one of the days, and it was during the late 70s and the early 80s was when we had IRA bombs and stuff like that, a lot of terrorist activity. And I come from a family where my let me get this right, maternal's your mum and paternal's your dad, isn't it? So my paternal grandparents were from Protestant Glasgow, and my mum's side, my maternal side, was from Catholic Belfast. Is it any wonder that I got into a job about negotiating with people? Absolutely impossible. So part of the job as a mechanic was you had these mirrors, and you used to like check when vehicles would come in. You'd had a mirror, a bit like the dentist thing for doing your teeth. It's an angled mirror, and you would have it under the car just to check if there's any devices or anything you should be worried about. And then when I left there, I never saw them again. And now that I'm knocking on at 60, there's certain things that happen as you get older, and some in the room that I won't call out, but you know you are. We're getting a bit older. And things happen when you get older. Now, I wear this metallic thing because I get sore joints and stuff like that. But also when you get older, there's various things that happen to your body in us men. I know a lot of other things happen to women, and I'm not even going to go anywhere near that. I'm not daft. For men, we have things like, you know, you go to the toilet. When I was 25 to 30, I could go out on the lash and get absolutely, I'm not going to use that word, but slaughtered, go home, have one piss, and then have another piss in the morning. Now I don't even have to drink, I have to have a cup of tea. 5 pisses in the night. And then you go there and you think, right, that's going to be good enough, I'll go quick, like, that's good, right, I'll give it a shake. I'll leave it a little bit longer, get another shake, you just don't know, you start to turn away and you go, no, one more shake. Yeah, like, that's good, you put it away, as you're walking away, you fuck. And the other thing you get when you get older is you know, you get piles. It happens. Okay. See, I knew, I said, let me finish. I said to you earlier, when I'm talking about stuff, don't give me a hard time, wait till the punchline. And now I've got to think of a punchline. Anyway, you get piles. And I was thinking, you know, one of the difficult things about piles is the whole work you put together to try and put cream on them. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice if you could get those mirrors and you could just... It'd just be easy, wouldn't it? So I've lost track now. So, I mean, honestly, and sometimes I'm not sure whether I actually need the people that I work with and support. I'm a fundraiser for Mental Health Aberdeen, and Ellie, if you're in the room, I'll give you a wave. Ellie's our fundraiser. Oh yeah, so.
Oh yeah.
It's really rolling off the tongue now, isn't it? So we had some. Regardless of what you think about the Queen and independence and all that sort of stuff, we've had a nice long weekend, haven't we?
Speak for yourself,
enjoyed the long
Steve.
weekend. Right, some of us, this is probably the like, should I or shouldn't I? Nah, go for it. So some of us had a long weekend. So I thought, I'll go home, I'll have a nice, I don't know, a nice 3 days off, have a few beers, lay in a garden, maybe have a barbecue, see my mates, stuff like that. Mrs. J, oh, you've got 3 days off. Here's a list of things that you can do. So I got out in the garden, fixing the fence, repairing the roof. It was like Lady Chatterley's Lover without the sex. And not even a Diet Coke or a bone chicken. Have you finished? But I know why it originated, because it was a 27th birthday in February, and I bought her a dress. Now I try to be diplomatic, and I know I don't always get it right, but I thought, what can I get her that can just like let her have a little message and let her know I still care and all this kind of stuff. So I bought her a nice dress from Hobbs, because I know she likes her dresses from Hobbs. But I bought one a size smaller than what she is. I thought maybe I can try a subtle message, because we had that conversation about, you know, like COVID, and we all put a little bit on and stuff like that. I kid you not, right? I kid you not. My phone has just gone off. It started vibrating. It's got abnormal heart rate. Honestly. How can you time that? So I bought her this dress, and she said, it's a size smaller than what I am. And I went, I know, darling, but I thought, if I can get encouragement, because I'd like to see you in it. Wink, wink.
Oh, Steve.
That's along those kind of responses that I got. So anyway, a couple of months later, it's my birthday, and she says, I just wanted to repay the message to you. Bought me a coffin. So I was getting a bit nervous about coming tonight, so I thought I'll walk into town and I'll have a few beers, and I'll maybe get some inspiration and think about things. And as I was walking into town, I saw my old mate Glaswegian Malky. And he was walking down the road like this, and I'm, Malky, you alright? He went, no. So what's the matter with you? I've got sciatica in my feet. I said, Malky, you don't get sciatica in your feet, you get sciatica in your back. No, I've got sciatica in my feet. I said, how comes? He said, see these shoes? They're size 8, sciatica size 9. So I carried on walking into town, and I thought, apparently in town you've got things like, I think they call them lap dancing clubs. So I never heard about these things before, so I thought, I've got nothing to do, I'll go and pop into a lap dancing club. So, like you do. So I went there and I saw the person at the door, and I said, so what's the deal? It's £10 to get in, or £15 you can get in and you get a drink, and then you choose a lap dance of your choice. But for £20 you get entrance, you get a drink, and you get a lap dance with a meal. I thought, that's perfect, I'll have some of that. So I go into the place, sit down, find a nice little booth, really comfy seat, order my drink, in comes this young lad, really buff, all this up, says, hi, I'm a meal. So I did, I realised at that point I shouldn't be there. So I spoke to my good lady and I said, do you want to meet me in town? Where have you been? I've been shopping, but it's not important. I said, so what we'll do, let's meet in the grill, because I know how to show a lady a good time. We'll meet in the grill. So I said, you sit down and I'll get the drinks. So I'm standing at the drinks and I can hear this commotion behind me. And I'm like, it's grill. That'll be someone just having a bit of a disagreement. So I got the drinks, turned around, went to the table, and my wife's sitting there looking really pissed off. Now, she doesn't really get pissed off with people, apart from me obviously, but pissed off with people. So there's a guy standing there. I said, you all right? She said, no, he's chatting me up. So, she mind, mate, that's my wife. And she said, oh, he hasn't finished there. He said that what he wants to do, he wants to take me home, strip me naked, stand me in a pair of wellies full up with custard, and jump up and down for him. I'm like, bloody bastard. So I started to take my jacket off. So he hasn't finished there. So once he's done that, he said he's going to stand me on my head, fill up my Jack and Danny with lager and drink it through a straw. Put my jacket back on, I went, anyone that can drink that much lager, I'm not fine. I've got the father-in-law in, the mother-in-law, my daughter. Hey, so when you guys qualify, I might need to book myself in. So just before, I'm not going to survive that long. So just to finish off, I just want to recall a story that thank you.
One more show.
Horses all round then. Is that you, Jim? I can't see. So yeah, I just want to recall a conversation I overheard with 3 American women a few years ago. And they were out and they'd had a few drinks and they put the world to rights like they do. And they're having a conversation about their men and about their general man stuff going on there. So the first one says, I call my man Big Dick. Because my man's got a big dick. Another one says, I call my man Big John. Because he's got a big John. And the third one says, I call my man Courvoisier. Another one says, Courvoisier, ain't that some fancy liquor? Uh-huh. Thank you, everybody.